Hey Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly energy reading. This is for the week of August 18th through the 25th, which the 25th is my birthday. So I'm a Virgo Sun, but I'm a Pisces Rising. So I'm really planning on getting some good information here as well. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Renee. I hope you will decide to subscribe, and I just ask everybody to please give this video a thumbs up. That will help the algorithm of my channel. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what do we Pisces need to know about this week? Right, we have regeneration. Okay, we're about to reinvent ourselves, Pisces. We're recreating an idea, a thought, a way of living. It's going to be brand new energy for us. This is birthing something out into the world. So what does that mean for you guys? I know for me personally that I've really tried to work on this channel this year, and I've really been wanting to rebirth in that area, not just the channel, but in my business. So for me, this talks about I'm feeling doing some things differently, changing some things up in order for that rebirthing process to happen. But what does that mean for you? This is going to be a season of beginnings, which that's something to be excited about. And we have Imagine, which Pisces is good at that. We're the dreamers of the zodiac. So imagine what you would like for your life to be, guys. And if you are one who consciously works with the law of attraction, and I say consciously because actually we all do, whether we do it intentionally or not, you are always working with the law of attraction by the energy that you put out into the world. So one of the first steps, if you're trying to manifest, is imagining that it's already happened, that you already have the love of your life, the job of your dreams, the bank account that you want, the car that you want, whatever, XYZ. You have to imagine it. That is the key to making anything really manifesting, because it's about aligning energy. And if you're putting up blocks, guess what? You're not going to align with that. That's why so many people never reach the finish line with what they're trying to do, is they think of a negative mindset, or they think about constantly not having something. So I invite you to check out some more videos on YouTube about law of attraction and manifesting. You can find so many of them. But take a moment, maybe when you're done watching this, and just imagine, what is it that would bring you happiness, peace, fulfillment? Really let your imagination run wild, because that's where you're going to find your joy. Okay, guys, let's give the cards a shuffle for us Pisces. Now, I want to also invite you guys to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. A lot of times we will get information over there that resonates with us much more deeply. Like I said, I'm a Virgo Sun, but I always watch the Pisces videos from my favorite YouTubers, because those messages just seem to hit differently and really just feel more accurate for me. Okay, let's cut the deck. Now we're going to start out talking about what we've been dealing with in the recent past. We have Two of Air, and this is definitely kind of aligns with the Imagine card. I feel like it's really telling us we have to make a decision. And that's where I want you to go when you let in your imagination run wild. Decide on what it is. What is it that you are trying to bring forth and to birth into the world? Now, for some of you, you might be faced with a really important decision this week. Maybe it's a relationship thing, or maybe it's a business thing. And if it is, and if you would like another reading more personalized for you, I invite you to message me down below. Or I can let you know about what readings I have available that you can purchase. But it's decision time. It's time for you to make important choices in life. Maybe you have felt like you have maybe squandered some of 2025 so far. You know, we're on the back end now. We're getting ready to head into September pretty soon at the time of this filming. And I don't know about you, but I do feel like I want to finish up 2025 differently than the way it started. I want to be more proactive. And in order to do that, the very first thing you have to do is make the important decisions. And you're going to know what that is for you, Pisces. We have the Temperance card, patience. So we've been patient, I feel like. I feel like Pisces is a pretty patient sign anyway. I feel like I'm a patient person. And this is about going through not expecting results you know, maybe right away. You're being called to be patient in an area of your life. But that doesn't mean that the answer is no. That's what you have to hang on to, Pisces. There are certain things that you need to get in order, certain decisions that you need to make with that Two of Air. But be patient. Be patient with yourself through this process. We're always growing and changing and evolving and regenerating. And that doesn't always happen overnight. In fact, I think very seldom does it happen overnight. We're being called to be patient and balanced. This is the card of emotional balance. So while you're trying to make these goals and dreams happen, or when there's an area of your life that just doesn't feel like it's where you want it to be, maybe that's what called you to watch this video, you're being told to be patient, that it's going to, I do feel like it's going to happen, because I feel like these cards are pretty positive, but you have to be patient while you're in the process. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, Pisces, and knowing that, you know, we can't just rub that genie lamp and put the wish out into the world. We also have to show up and do the work every single day to make goals and dreams come true, to work on ourselves and to evolve and to embrace that energy of regeneration. That's just, you know, we have to make the decision to do it, but then we have to start the process. Sorry guys, I'm a little thirsty. I think what also has been happening, and I love when this card shows up, it very seldom has been showing up recently. This is a rarity right now. And because I honestly, you guys, I thought the Magician card has not been showing up in my readings lately. So I'm excited to see this. This is the Master Manifester. This is you in your most confident self, knowing that you have the abilities that you need to go forth and accomplish whatever it is you want to do. So imagine what that is. Make the decision to do it, and then expect results, because this is the card of results for us. It's the card of telling us that there's no reason to wait any longer. You are ready. Start whatever it is you're wanting to do, Pisces. That's exciting. Okay, let's pull some more cards. See what else Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising needs to know. Okay, I feel like these two cards want to come out. Let's see. We have the Wind Fairy, and I feel like this is air energy. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, if you have one of those signs around you, or if you are maybe if it's in one of your big three, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this could be confirmation. But this is you paying attention to your ideas and definitely making decisions. Because air energy, you know, wind and air, that is our mental clarity. It's our thought processes, our dreams. This card says thoughts, words, and intellectual analysis. I feel like it's telling you guys to, you know, imagine. Start the daydreaming process, imagine what it is, and then get logical about it. What's the next step? Like if you're trying to accomplish something new in your life, what's the next step after you make the decision with the Two of Air? What do you do after that? You have to do more than just make the decision. Now you've got to start a game plan. And this is like definitely like with Libra. I do feel like Libra is the Queen of Swords, and she is definitely strategic, calculating in a good way. Like she's smart and she knows how to make things happen. I love that energy for us. Okay, we also have Death. This is exciting, guys. I always remind people, don't ever be fearful when the Death card shows up in a reading. This is about change and transformation, which is a good sign for us because we want these changes. We want whatever it is we've been working on. We want the career to take off. We want the love life to go our way and grow and be deeper and more meaningful. Or maybe we just want to experience something, travel, whatever. Whatever has been holding you back, the Death card is telling you now is the time to set it free and let it go. Now, this is also Scorpio energy when I read. I think of the Death card in the tarot deck. So I won't be surprised if that card shows up, and I won't be surprised if the Queen of Swords shows up as well, because I'm really feeling like this is telling us about strategizing and making the changes that we need. The Death card is telling us that that's absolutely on the way. That's exciting. Okay, what we are currently dealing with. Queen of Water. Okay, this is us, guys. This is using our intuition, our going with your emotions, using them as kind of the lightning rod to let you know which direction to go, especially when you're using this Two of Air energy to make decisions. So this is Cancer when I read, but it is also Pisces and Scorpio as well. There are water cards here, definitely, and you guys are the water sign, one of them. But the Queen of Water is telling you to let your intuition guide you. Let that intuitive intelligence help you make the decisions that you need. She's right next to that Two of Air. And I feel like when you follow your heart, which is what the Queen of Water does, you're not going to go wrong. Okay, we also have the Page of Water. Okay, new beginnings in our love life, with our emotions. And maybe you have been squashing your intuition a little bit. Maybe you've been a little fearful to trust it and go down that road with it. Don't be. You are really being called to use that part of your personality, your being. Trust it. Trust your gut right now, Pisces. You know you can. The Page of Water is using that childlike energy, that childlike faith to imagine what you want life to be and believe that it can actually happen. Okay, we have the King of Air. This is even better than the Queen of Air, because the King of Air, this is Aquarius energy for one when I read, but this is also mastering a plan, mastering logic, mental clarity, communication. When the King of Air shows up, it's about looking at the big picture and things, especially when you're making those decisions and knowing that you are going to go the right way. You're going to go down the right road, and you're going to use your thoughts and your ideas to guide you and come up with a plan. The King of Air absolutely is good at being a good planner and making those plans, as well as the Queen of Air. But the King of Air is the master of it. So I feel like you guys know what you want to do. You just need to come up with the plan and go forward and do it. Okay, let's pull some relationship cards, see what's going on with Pisces for their love life. We have addiction. Okay, I've always heard that this is a trait that can run really, I'm not going to say common, but it's easy for Pisces to become addicted to something, probably because of our dreamy qualities. I don't know. I've just always heard that Pisces is very much a sign that can struggle with addiction. And this is my family disease, so I understand addiction. I've dealt with it a lot in my life. I was born into a family of addiction. So I absolutely understand this. You're being called to make a decision here, to make a choice. Hopefully this has not impacted your life too horribly, Pisces, where you're dealing with the legal system or with the repercussions and the consequences that addiction can bring. But if you don't want to do that, now is the time to make those changes. It's time for a change. It's time for a rebirth. You have to go through the death in order to have the regeneration. And if addiction is something that's part of your story, it's time, I feel, to recover from it. I really want to encourage you guys to do that. Now, you might just be someone who is being codependent. Maybe a loved one or a special person in your life has addiction. Maybe it's time to have an important conversation with them about what they need to do moving forward to help them overcome it. But we are talking about death and change. And whatever that addiction is, it doesn't have to be just substances. It can be spending habits. It can be gambling, sex. It can be a lot of different things. But it's time for you to be an overcomer, Pisces, and get through that situation and get onto the road to recovery. Now we have twin flames. This is a card of growth, absolutely. Because a lot of people think that twin flame is even better than soulmate. Twin flame relationships can be very chaotic, very unrestful. They're about growing, because your twin flame is going to challenge you to conquer the things that you came here to do. So yes, there can be wild attraction, but a lot of times it's just not set up to be like an easy road for you. We have yin and yang and balance, which is, we have a 2 card with the Two of Air. That's definitely about balance. Union and duality. complement and polar opposites. So the twin flame is, I feel like this card is actually, I mean, there could be someone in your life, Pisces. Maybe it is someone that you're in a relationship with or that you're going to meet that is a twin flame energy. And just know that it's not going to be all sunshine and roses usually with twin flames, though. That's the energy of growth. That's the person who is going to challenge you to overcome something. And it can be something from previous lifetimes as well. You know, twin flames a lot of times show up in each other's lifetimes repeatedly. So, because if lessons weren't conquered or learned or mastered, I like that we have the King of Air because that's a mastery card, and we are being called to master something in our life. You know, the Magician and the King of Air are right next to each other in this spread, next to the twin flame. So I do feel like you are being called to pay attention to what is your partner? What is that relationship like, that energy in your relationship? Do you feel like it's a twin flame? Or do you, I mean, it's a very interesting dynamic, and people romanticize it a lot, and it's not always that beautiful romantic story. Okay, what your future self wants you to know, Pisces. We have the moon. This is you all showing up in your reading. So this is a moment of power and confirmation for you. This is the Pisces archetype. This is your intuition being called out, you overcoming fears to listen to the guidance that your inner self is trying to give you. And this is about a light being shed. It may not be right now, but it's going to be. You know, the moon comes out at night, and if it's a clear night, it sheds light on a situation. And that's what I feel like the moon is telling you. I feel like there's something being said in this reading that's going to cause you to see things in a different way and in a new light. We have the Six of Water. For me, this is the card of nostalgia. A lot of people will read this card as someone from your past coming back. And you do have the twin flame card in the spread, guys. So it could definitely be an indication about the twin flame relationship that is going on for you, probably, or possibly. But the Six of Water for me is remembering happier times, being nostalgic, and it's next to the Page of Water. Remember when I was talking earlier about having that childlike faith that things can happen for you for your highest and greatest good, dreams can come true. I feel like that's the energy that I want you to focus on if you're having a hard time using this imagine information to make yourself align with whatever it is you're trying to call into your life. It is very important to have that childlike faith and that belief that all things are possible. If you feel like there are blocks and boundaries around you, you're not going to manifest. You're not going to conquer whatever it is you're trying to call in. So use the Six of Air to overcome that. There are definitely videos on YouTube that are about, but you can sit and what are the exercises? It starts with an M. I'm brain dead, I guess, right now, but these exercises that help you go into that the meditative state to help you embody that energy. And I think it would be a great time for you guys to start reading or watching some of those, reading books about meditation and moving maybe down that path and helping you to work with this imagine. Now look, we have the moon card in this card as well. So you have the moon showing up twice for you guys. And like I said, that is your archetype in the tarot deck. The moon card in the major arcana is the Pisces energy, that and High Priestess. So listen to your intuition and follow your dreams. Now you guys also have the Ten of Water. I love, this is one of my happy cards in the tarot deck. This is the happy household, is what I call it. The happy couple, the happy family. This is work coming together, providing for your goals and your dreams and your people that you love. This is, to me, I like this card even better than the Ten of Pentacles, which is another household happiness card. I like it because you feel fulfilled and happy. And I feel like if that is something that you guys are working towards, maybe with this twin flame energy, if you're inviting love into your life, this is going to be a great week to do that. Pay attention to people that you meet and paths that you cross, because there could be an important person coming in that's going to help you experience this 10 of water energy. Okay, what your guides, ancestors, and angels want you to know. These are messages from the other side. The 9 of earth. This one is really my favorite card in the tarot deck, because this is the card of luxury. It's the card of dreams coming true. So imagine what your life would look like if you were embodying this the 9 of earth energy, the 9 of pentacles. This is the entrepreneur card, which so is, I feel like, the magician. Very much a good business card. I feel like there are very good business cards on the table for you guys with, the magician, 9 of earth, king of air. The death card even is about a change. So if you've been struggling in that area, open yourself up to that energy of change and regeneration. I feel like whatever we've been working on, guys, I feel like this week is going to be very pivotal for us. And we need to capitalize on the opportunities that are going to show up for us this week. Okay, we also have the Ace of Air, another card of beginnings. Aces are blessings from the universe. Aces are about a powerful new beginning. And this is about your ideas. And you guys are really being called with the Imagine card, the 2 of air, the King of Air. The thoughts and the ideas that are coming to you guys, I feel like I want to say you need to start journaling them, writing them down so you don't forget them. Put them in your phone, like if you have an iPhone like I do, we have the notes. When you have these epiphanies showing up, I think it's really important to make note of them so that you can maybe possibly work with them. I don't want you to forget about it. The Ace of Air is telling you to pay attention to new thoughts and new ideas that are coming your way. It's also about communicating and making sure that you are communicating well. And the card we're going to end the reading on, wow, the World card. I like this for us, guys. A chapter is getting ready to come to an end. And this reading screams that with the Death card and regeneration. The 10 of water and the King of Air. We have a lot of cards telling us that a new situation is going to unfold for us. It's exciting. Now, you may have to tie up some loose ends with the world, and that might be your opportunity this week. I feel like that's maybe what your main focus needs to be, guys, is tie up any loose ends and get ready for that new, fresh start, because there's definitely going to be the opportunities for you, for us. Remember, I'm Pisces rising. Okay, guys, if this reading resonates, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my shorts feed. I post a card every morning and every evening. So let's stay connected and leave me a comment. I'd love to get to know y'all better. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you back here next week with another reading. Bye-bye.